Mic check, one more time. Mic check. The chat's gonna have to let me know they hear the mic.
The drums are a-smoking, and so's the bass.
It's time to strap in, sit back, and take a virtual trip into the past to blow your mind. Remembering the things you loved, the past you've forgotten, and some stuff you even hated with the most talked about.
What are your thoughts on that Junkman guy?
The most controversial.
I wasn't expecting that one from Junkman.
The most entertaining vintage pop culture YouTuber out there.
Yo, Junkman Popcorn Planet finally connecting.
And he's bringing along his friends. A narcissistic womp.
I can't help it. I just wake up and I look this good.
A thug Wookie.
I tell you, dog, that stuff's rickety, wackety, wackety, rickety, wackety, whack, whack, whack.
An inappropriate alien comic.
And a spooky dead baby.
And a hyper teenage Jawa. From the junk room to your screen, it's time for That Junkman.
Oh yeah, time for the Junkman. I got it right. Hopefully you guys can watch. I can't hear you. Remember that? I can't hear you. Remember Sergeant Carter? I can't hear you. I was all ready to go, and then my battery died. Let me ask you, anybody's got a Mac computer? Why would they put the charger port on the mouse on the bottom so you can't use it while it's charging? I don't understand that. All I had to do is stick it right here or here, and I could use it. Now I got to sit here and talk a little bit while I try to get it charged up to get some life in it. But don't worry, we're going to talk here and get some stuff going. See, I didn't even get the number posted because my battery died. My mouse died. So, while I wait for that, we'll wait for more 32 people. We'll wait to see if we can get 40 in here, and then I'll post the number up. But it's going to be the live call-in show for about an hour. We're going to take your phone calls. Talk toys, movies, Star Wars, Star Trek. You can even call and talk about Harry Potter. I won't know what you're talking about. I know Harry Potter's got something to do with hogs getting warts. Hogs bite you and they give you warts or something. I think that's how Harry got his special powers, I guess, to get bit by a hog. Harry Potter's got something to do with hogs. That's all I'm trying to say. So, you can call, talk about that. You can call and cuss me out. You can call and be one of those guys, oh, Junkman, you fooled some child groomers on the internet. You're going to hell. You could be that guy. And go ahead and tell you, last week we had one of you guys called. I'm not going to say who it is. Some of you probably know or could guess. Last week, one of you guys called in the show, and you got busted. That's right. One of the groups of people that do other YouTube channels that constantly watch this channel. They watch the comment section, cross references, and make sure you're not watching me. If so, you're getting banned. Well, one of the callers got called calling into the show. He got a very nasty message from this French man, and then he got blocked on Twitter and I guess Facebook and everything else. That's the price you pay for watching Junkman. So watch at your own caution. I'm going to tell you right now, if I was you, I don't know if I'd be watching this, because there's at least probably 2, maybe 3 or 4 YouTubers out there that's going to be watching. It's okay for them to watch. They can't watch, but they're watching just to see who else is watching. They're taking names in the chat room right now. They got a whole log. Anal log. They got a whole log. They're going to cross-reference. One's already been busted. already been busted and called a dumbass. So you could be next, just calling into the junk room. Be careful. Be careful out there. The toy game on YouTube is a dangerous, dangerous job. Okay, before we hop right over here, let's see what we got here. I got Michael. Says he does what he wants. Your name's going on the top of the list now, Michael. We got Extra Creepy. That sounds like somebody that might be watching. Sean, Kevin, Emperor. Oh, the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast. I did a podcast with those guys. Check it out. Great guys. Can I just breathe heavy on the line? You can do whatever you want to on the line. Must be night. Junkman's got the lights turned down. I like the atmosphere of the dark. Turn down the lights for the call-in show. And then I pull up my browser and it gets really bright in my face. So we got William. Must be no. I read that one already. We got a lot of people here. We got 40. Like I said, let's see if I can get the mouse to work. And we'll put a... Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to take a break, get everything set up. You know how I do. So I'm going to play a break video. And hopefully I can do it really fast. And by the time I get the breaks over, I'll have everything ready. Let's see.
I think I'm caught up. Oh, look, the Junkman's here. Is that goat a she, he, they, or them? First of all, it's a turkey. So get your eyes checked.
Thanks, Larry. Still looks like a goat to me.
And go ahead and clip it and make one of those stupid little videos on Twitter that nobody watches.
Ooh, a challenge.
You know, and then say whatever you want about me and the Geeks and Gamers kid, because that seems like all you got left.
Geek the Gamer Kid, the Phantom Menace. That's old school. I've moved on now. They're no fun anymore. Now, I'm making fun of uptight assholes in the toy community. Oh, it's a lot more fun. Trust me.
He's attacked this community 3 times, and that's my phone.
Hello, Richard Blessing. It's me, your pop, your good old dad.
Sorry, my dad.
Thanks for the $2. Good old Junkman.
At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Sure, we get kind of the same number of views, and he's got a lot more subscribers than I do, but he gets to hang out with Gina Carano on the weekends. And I get to hang out with Larry the Wampa.
Hey, what's so bad about me?
You win, Jump 3DO. You are the man.
It's not like anybody else would hang out with you.
Maybe he has some tits.
Where's the Junkman? I appreciate him because
Now you can hear me, right? Now can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I know I had the mute. Can you still not hear me now? Can you hear me now? I didn't get my headphones though. I didn't get my headphones.
I think I'm caught up. Oh, look, the Junkman's here. Is that goat a she, he, they, or them? First of all, it's a turkey. So get your eyes checked.
Thanks, Larry. Still looks like a goat to me.
And go ahead and clip it and make one of those stupid little videos on Twitter that nobody watches.
Ooh, a challenge.
Ooh. Okay, I didn't have the headphones. And I couldn't find them. You know where they were? Right here. They were right there. Didn't have to get up. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Okay. Let's pull up the number here, guys. Unless you already know the number. But that's my I ain't gonna say good friend, but that's my buddy, good guy, Jay from Drunk 3PO channel. Check that out if you want to hear some angry, upset the latest Disney news or Marvel news or something. He might even say the She-verse, the MCU. But there's the number right there, 478-216-9704-08. Now, I know we have problems with the first call usually, so we'll see how that goes. Don't forget, Super Chat means supporting the live stream call-in show. And don't forget, this Saturday, Russ and Junkman returns. And I might have Jay. I'm going to try to we might play match game. I like playing the Star Wars match game more. I don't know about you guys, but I like Star Wars match game more. Oh, we got a call. I just didn't hear it. We had a call. Let's see if it goes through. This is the Junkman. Who's this? I don't hear anyone. Does anyone hear anything?
What's up, Junkman?
There he is. How's it going?
Hey, this is Retro Philosopher. I'll give you a shout out tonight.
All right, hold on. Let me just check with the chat room really quick to make sure they can hear you. Can y'all in the chat room hear me and the caller? Let me know, please, in the chat room. Can
you hear me?
Yeah, just waiting to see if the chat can hear you. Hold on just a second. Okay, everybody says it's good. So what's on your mind? What's your name again?
Retro Philosopher.
Oh, the philosopher of the retro. What's on your mind tonight?
No, I'm glad to see you. I see you still alive. I see you survived all the harassment and the threat to your life. And I was like, okay, I got to make sure Junkman's all right, because if I have to get on a plane in Georgia and bring my gun, you know.
Hey, it's Georgia. We got plenty of them here. But yeah, I'm still alive. The latest nut has not found me, although it's going to fly over here and kill me. But so far, I need to put a count. Every video I need to put a counter up, like day 7, still alive.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. You know, I'm from Virginia. You know, a Southern man can survive.
Oh, see, you know how it is.
Yeah. Well, you know, go ahead.
I said the ones that tell you they're going to kill you, they don't kill you. It's the ones that don't tell you have to worry about.
But I just think that, you know, I've only been in the toy game as far as like collecting or just part of the community for, 3 years. Before that, I was doing more movie collectibles and, posters back in the 90s. And, then I had stuff going on in my life. But it's weird how, in the beginning of all the social media, it was supposed to be fun and people, to share, things you couldn't do in the night. There was no internet, so you had to go places to share, things you love. But it's become brutal. I mean, people are just, crazy. And I'm like, there's so much drama.
Yeah, it's crazy. You always have a group that wants to gatekeep and think, or don't like jokes, or don't like when somebody doesn't take them seriously. So
yeah, it's funny. Like you were talking some of the channels. I've checked out a few. I hope they realize, and you see, that's what I like about you, Junkman. George Lucas, Kathleen Kennedy, none of those people care about what those people say. They're making money no matter what. There's people that say, it's not my stuff. They don't care. But they take it so seriously, like it's life and death. I mean, there's a difference between being a fan and then taking it to, where you're threatening people or,
yes,
stuff like that.
People get weird. Yeah, I don't think Kathleen Kennedy even knows what's going on online. She don't care what them that she's fired every week.
She got better things to do than worry about, what some idiot's saying on the internet about, well, this dollar. If you don't like it, you know what I used to say, and I used to have this philosophy. Because, back in the day, parents would get on the uproar about, stuff that was parental advisory or, whatever. And I'm like, if you don't agree with something on TV, if you don't want to watch it, turn the TV off. Same thing with music. If there's something that offends you. So if you don't like Star Wars anymore, don't watch them anymore. But don't poison other people's joy, Because some people might enjoy the new stuff. Some people might like the old stuff. But the whole thing is it's a community. I think that's what's lost, that we all have one interest or several interests, and that's whether it's Star Wars or collectibles or anything, is that we all enjoy it together. It shouldn't be a competition.
Right, but sadly it's turned into that. But I think what happened is we used to go to toy shows and stuff and conventions, and it was like this was our one time a year to show love. And then when the internet came, we could share that all the time, so it turned into, I guess, hate.
Well, and that's the one thing I like about you. And people can ridicule you. People can say, "Oh, the junk man, he's gonna blast you, or he's gonna troll you." I'm like, all you're doing is just making fun of. It's like a comedy. It's like the old '80s comedies. All you're doing is making fun of people who's just ridiculous anyway. You ain't being offensive,
Right, very true.
But people get like that guy. I'm gonna kill you. You didn't say anything negative, and if he had a brain, he would have realized you were a joking thing. You ain't gonna actually go after a 10-year-old kid. You could care less.
Right. Right.
But people get so, and I didn't hear anything about you talk about his kids.
No, I still don't even know what he was talking about there, but
I just thought that whole situation, and me and my wife were talking. I was like, if I was his wife or family, I'd leave. I'd be like, look, you crazy. We're out of here. Because you're a grown man, But you're gonna threaten somebody who is just joking around. I look at you as like, excuse me, you're the comedian of the collective world. You're like the Jim Belushi of the collective world. All you need to do is smash it. No, you are. All you need to do is smash a beer can up against your head. No, I mean, you make everything. You make your show and what you do. You make everything more lively. You've always, you're straight up, and there's really not a lot of BS in your show. That's what attracted me to watching you.
Well, thank you. Well, we're talking toys and stuff I grew up with. It's hard to, a lot to be angry about, but I'd rather talk and have fun.
Yeah, well, I wish more channels were like that. I wish more channels were just like, let's just talk about stuff we love and have fun about it. Not, well, this is better, and if you're a fan, if you're a true fan,
Yeah, I hate that word, true fan. But we're gonna hop off and take another call now. But I want to thank you for calling.
All right, no problem. You have a good night, Junk Man.
Thank you too. There we go, another satisfied caller. And Kenneth, I do try to keep it to around 5 minutes. Something my mouse would not connect then, so I couldn't even get over the screen to see what the timer was. Kenneth said we all have a limit. You really need to have a time. Yes. I try to keep it to around 5 minutes, unless we're on a roll or something. I'm not gonna. Oh, we got a call. Why can't I hear the calls? This is the Junk Man. Who is this?
Paul.
Paul, what's up, Paul?
Hey, Junk Man. Ditto. Another from last Wednesday to this Wednesday. Another fine week of fun video. Thank you for that.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. We last week we didn't get a chance to talk much about your live coverage of the auction because of the death threats.
Yes.
But those prices at the auction are definitely understandable. Some of them for what the items were. But do you think that some of the local comic shops are going to be influenced by that and try to raise their prices even more? Because I see in a lot of the local toy stores, they've got all the Star Wars priced like if they could just sell one or two items, they can buy a new house. But the items sit there for year after year after year, the exact same thing. And I always wonder why they don't lower their prices a little bit and maybe sell the item.
Yeah, I see that a lot at comic book stores, which, they got, eBay, you don't have as much overhead, so I understand they got a lot more they got to do with that money they make. They got to make a little bit more profit than somebody throwing up on eBay. But I do see them sometime where I'm like, this toy's been in here a year. Just, just mark it down and get rid of it. I can understand when you first get it made a market high. And if you see it at a comic book store, never pay what they're asking. Retail is for suckers. Because comic book stores will work with you, But I don't think the auction's going to inflate the price because I think mostly the prices are still going to be set. Well, they're mostly being set by now, and that's eBay. eBay's showing the prices more than anything.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But, well, okay. I'll just keep it short. I just kind of wanted to mention that auction and see what your thoughts are on the local shops, and just want to say thank you.
Okay.
And I'll be looking for you and Russ on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be here. Come back then.
All righty. Thank you, Junkman.
Thanks for calling. There we go. And he did say, I will add that maybe some of the rare stuff, maybe the double tip loot, that auction may have, the rare stuff, I can see where the auction might play, where people say, hey, look what it went for an auction. The rare stuff, I can't see where it might influence, because that stuff. Russ texts me and says, technical difficulties. He could see I was working on my mouse. He could see I was my mouse was dying on me. This is the Junkman. Who is this?
Hey, Junkman, this is the worst.
The worst is back. 2 weeks in a row.
I'm back, baby. I'm back. Yeah, baby. I'm always back.
He's back with his Bat Boy icon.
I'm back, baby. Every time back in the day, when we used to go to the grocery store and we'd go to the checkout, I'd always see those tabloids, and I'd always see Bat Boy. And I always had, this, fondness of Bat Boy. I always felt like a kinship with him. He was like my long-lost brother.
Maybe he was.
I know. I felt like he was like my long-lost brother. And, I don't know. I just felt really connected to Bat Boy. So that's how he kind of become my symbol,
Let me ask you this. No
Go
disrespect.
Ahead, Junkman. Go ahead. Ask me anything.
No disrespect. Did your mom ever make love to a bat?
That's funny that you said that, because when she was little, she used to have a crush on Adam West. She told me about that. She said she had a crush on Adam West when she was just a little kid.
That is related to a bat, maybe. Bat Boy is your brother.
I know. So technically, she had a crush on a man who dressed as a bat. That's kind of related,
She could have had one too many in her 20s and thought she saw Batman, and it was just a bat.
Yeah, maybe. Well, my dad, my actual biological father, did end up with a nickname of Batman, because when he was doing his karate, he used to make these noises, and the instructor said, your name is Batman because you go around making all these little noises, like bang, boom, pow. He said, I always see those explosions and those explosions that say boom and pow. He said, every time you do that, I can't help but think of Batman. So he said, you're Batman. So that's how he ended up with that name.
Man, got Batman, Bat Boy. You're just up the creek with bats.
I know, man. I'm like a bat out of hell, man. I'm a lunatic,
Man.
Well, Junkman, I do got a question for you. It's about your T-shirts.
Oh yeah, I got one on right now.
I was wondering something. Well, today when I was looking up and going through the toys and everything, I was kind of looking at old McFarlane toys, and I was like, oh yeah, Junkman used to have a shirt that said Todd Toys.
Yes.
And I was like, that was real cool. I should have picked that up, because that would have been really cool to wear. I kind of still want that shirt. Is that shirt still available?
It's still on there.
It's still on there? Okay.
It was last time I looked. You have to go to one of the last pages, because it was one of the earlier shirts. So.
All right. Well, I bought 2 of your designs before, so I can't really recall. But that's what got me on that shirt site that you settled on.
Yeah.
I got on there and I bought 2 of your shirts. I bought the No Bug. Oh, and Fighting the Frizzies.
Oh, okay. There's still 2 or 3 of them, so I'm surprised.
I got Fighting the Frizzies. I got that in pink with the Fighting the Frizzies, and the No Bug with the yellow shirt.
I bet nobody gets it when you wear either one of them.
Oh no! Well, I've had 2 people question me. One person questioned the pink shirt Fighting the Frizzies. I was like, yeah, that commercial that came on after the holiday special for Star Wars.
They were like, no.
I'm like, that's what this is from. He's like, oh yeah, well I love the shirt. It's a neat shirt, but he didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And this other woman at a thrift shop saw me in the No Bug shirt. For the aliens shirt, the toy. Yeah, she's like, no bugs. She's like, yeah, well, we don't got no bed bugs in here on our used sheets and stuff and this and that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of bugs. I'm like, but this is like a different kind of bug we're talking about on my shirt. But I'm glad there's no bed bugs up in this antique shop.
She probably thinks you work for some kind of bug control place. Probably thinks you had your uniform shirt.
Yeah, she probably thought I was like the health inspector or something.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, thanks for getting those.
Oh, hey, man, no doubt. But back to my question, though. Can you make another design on there that says McFarlane Toys? The old classic one that was like blue and black, and it said McFarlane Toys. I think that would make an excellent T-shirt.
I have to look into that and see.
All right, yeah, because I would totally get that. I was like, when I saw that today, I was like, hey, that would make a great freaking design. I got to tell the Junkman about that.
Yeah, I'll look into that and see. I got to see if I can find a good image of it.
All right, yeah, definitely look into that. I mean, I'll look and see if I can find an image of it. Maybe send it to your email. But I mean, you probably can do a better job at that since you know what you're doing.
I don't know about that, but I don't know half the time I don't know what I'm doing. But
well, hey man, you know what you're doing. You're the one with the T-shirts out there. I'm just the guy buying them. So you know what I'm saying.
Well, I'm glad you're buying them. Supports the channel when you're buying them. So not only are you getting a shirt, you're helping out the Junkman channel.
I know, man, and knowing that supports the channel just by buying a T-shirt that's so freaking awesome. I mean, just knowing that it helps the channel, that's like a win-win inside of itself, right there. I can't even believe that. I'm just like, I'm helping the channel out by buying this freaking awesome T-shirt. I mean, how cool is that? You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Well, I'm gonna jump off and let somebody else get on. But
hey, man, it was a great conversation, and I'm gonna hit you back next week, and we'll talk about some more cool shit, bro.
Call next week.
All right, later on, JM.
Hey. JM. Got me on that one. There's the number right there. I had to hang up on a few people. I know you probably hear the calls coming in. Russ sent me. Oh, I said Russ sent me a text message. Why didn't Russ call in? Somebody asked if we can make posters. I think there's a few wall posters on this site. This is the Junkman. Who is this? Who is it?
Man, it's your favorite drunk Canadian friend. Who's not drunk?
You're not drunk, but you're from Canada. Oh. Man,
your friendly neighborhood TS Hawkeye guy coming to you from the.
Oh, that's right. See, I don't think you're being drunk. I think you are dressing like a woman as Alan Alden.
No, actually, I changed it. I don't know what I changed it to yet, but it's like T.S. Eliot. Like I don't know if he was an actor or a writer. I'm not that literate, but I only went to English class because there was a nice redheaded girl that sat in front of me.
Oh,
so,
I got you.
Anyway,
I think he was the first man on the moon.
It's not. Who was the first man on the moon?
T.S. Eliot.
Hey, good enough. Want to know what? Well, I know it wasn't Buzz Aldrin. He was the second. So second comes right after first. So how you doing this week? Congratulations on not pissing any little snowflakes off. I'm happy about that.
I feel like I failed the week. I need to start over. Well, we have to draw it at the end of the week. But yeah.
Yeah. So
Maybe
I actually have a question to the boys this week.
What's that?
What would I know you talk about the Kenner sail barge. That is like your holy grail.
Yes, actually, it's a skiff, not a sail barge. But I'll go ahead and let it slide.
I'm sorry. I have watched Star Wars. I haven't seen Obi-Wan, but I have watched Star Wars a few times. So it's I almost got kicked out of the comic store because I like Planet of the Apes a little bit more. But that's right.
The first Planet of the Apes is good. I give you the first Planet of the Apes. It's not better than Star Wars, but it's good. But the rest of them.
No, I'm just teasing. I used to watch it on the Space Channel in Canada. They used to have marathons of all the movies before the one with Mark and Mark came out, and I used to skip through and watch them. So,
Mark.
So other than that, like what would be a figure wise? What do you think would be your holy grail to pick up?
Does it have to be Star Wars?
No, not at all, brother.
Oh, well, my holy grail is the Thomas Magnum action figure with car, but they go for a couple of $1,000 even out of the box, I think. Yeah, so I almost found one on Craigslist one time, and the guy wouldn't ship it, and he wanted $100 for it.
Isn't that crazy? It's
Yeah, he's probably trying to rip
remember-
people off. He probably didn't even have it.
I'm not familiar with that, but I remember I had the Dukes of Hazzard car.
Yes.
And the Block Hog. And I wish I still had those, man.
Yeah, I had a Dukes
I
of Hazzard
remember
car where they went in through the top instead of going through the door. The top opened up.
Yes. The General Lee used to pop up. I had Luke and Bo Duke. They had like the 1982 G.I. Joe articulation.
Yep.
I swear I lost the thumb. The thumbs broke off right away once I got it. I was only a stupid kid, so the Hawk kid didn't know how to do this stuff at that point. And I remember the Boss Hog car. From what I remember, it was just so awesome. Like, it was just the coolest thing. Because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, it had like the horns on the front of it.
Yeah, and I think that one's pretty rare. That's out of the. I think they did 3 cars. I think that's the rarest one, or maybe 4.
Really?
I know there's a sheriff car.
I had a friend that had a Chevette back in the 90s in high school, and he found a pair of horns. He strapped it onto the front.
That's pretty cool.
It was awesome. Yeah, we let's say we smoked a lot of dope in high school, so not much has changed.
They do that in Canada?
Oh, it's all legal in Canada.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We buy it at the liquor store.
Man, how about that? Don't let my daughter
Come to Canada, buddy. I'll smoke you up. I'll feed you. I'm a chef by profession. That's why I drink.
Oh, I'll remember that.
Yeah, all right, brother. I'm going to let you go. I'll let you talk to somebody else. I'll think of a better question next week. I plan on... hopefully I'm drunk next week, so then we can have, I'll be a little funnier for you.
I don't know. One time you called in drunk and you talked for 10 minutes, so we'll see.
Well, hey, I got the gift of gab. All right.
Okay, I'll talk with you next week. Oh, we jumped right into another caller. This is the Junkman. Who is this?
Okay.
Hey, this is Dr. Scream. Sorry, I didn't realize I got on.
Yeah, I usually take a little bit in between calls, but you called right when the other guy was hanging up, so you got lucky.
Wow. Dude, so I want to ask, I sent away for this Junkman bathwater.
You did. You bought the Junkman bathwater. Thank you.
I want to know what was going on, because when it came to my house, the cap was off. There was water all inside the package. Everything in the package was wet.
Are you the one that put on TikTok that it came in broke?
Yes.
I sent you an email about it, and I never heard nothing back from you.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't get the email. I thought it was funny. I wasn't, disappointed or anything.
Okay.
But
I don't know what happened. The mailman must have threw yours around or something.
Yeah, I don't know. So did you do a good job with that? Did a lot of people buy those?
I sold the 10 I was going to sell. My limited was 10, I think, and I sold them all, which was surprising. I didn't think I'd sell any of them, but yep, you got one of the exclusive 10 limited edition Junkman action figure bathwater.
I still have it because it still has the drips of water in it, even though all the water was left out. But yeah,
I should have glued them on, I guess, but they had the seal on it. They had a little hologram seal and everything on it, so I thought it'd be okay.
I know it did. So you're still looking for one of these Han Solo and Carbonite with the coin on it?
Yes.
You are. I have one in my shed.
In your shed?
Yeah.
Why do you keep that in the shed?
I have 12 of those figures because I bought them when I was a kid at Toys R Us, and one day I was just like, I'm going to buy these and seal them away. And they're in a box in the shed, and then I saw you talking about it one day. Then it's like, you know what? Maybe I'll send Junkman. I didn't know if you still wanted it.
I'll believe that when I see it. I'll believe that when I see it.
Dude, send me. If you still have my email address, send me your address.
Send me an email because I've got a lot of email. It'd take me forever to find yours. Just go to Junkman at thatjunkman.com.
At Junkman.com. I can't believe you don't believe that I have this thing. I have Yoda and Luke and the X-Wing pilot. I don't know how much they're worth, or I've never really looked into see which ones.
From 1985, or are you gonna send me some 90s toy?
No, dude. This was the day the coins came out. The Power of the Force coins came out. the first time Luke Skywalker was in the stormtrooper outfit with the helmet.
Yes, and you got it in a shed.
I mean, they're packed away. They're like in a storage box.
Okay.
Because like I remember, I was working all summer. I had a ton of money. I went and bought like 13 of these things all in that day, and then I kept staring at the Luke Skywalker, and I wanted to open it so bad to put his helmet on his head.
What you got, What Luke is it?
The Luke Skywalker in the stormtrooper outfit. It was the first time they ever released that thing.
Yeah, I was trying to test you. I wanted you to say a Luke X-wing or something. I was going to bust you.
Oh no! I have the Luke in the X-wing pilot costume. Okay. And because that has a coin on it.
Yes.
You're saying that.
Well, it doesn't have the helmet come off. That's why I was trying to trick you. No.
The helmet doesn't come off of him. The helmet on the stormtrooper.
I thought that's what you were saying, and I was like, okay, but
no, like I bought. There's Lando Calrissian. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think there's a Darth Vader. There's 13 of them. I remember like specifically going to Toys R Us that day and getting those. And yeah, they're here in the shed. I have a bunch of stuff in the shed. But I just remembered you saying one day you wanted that Han Solo.
Yes, that's one of my holy grails to get on card.
Dude, all right. Well, if I send it to you, then you're going to call me not a liar, right?
I'll make a whole video and praise you.
Really? Oh, let's look at that. Well, I better go dig it out then. Yeah, I was just in there, dug them out, and I couldn't believe that they were still in there because I thought I had lost them in here in Nashville. So.
I can't believe if they're in the shed. I hope they're not yellowed because they turn yellow pretty easy.
No, they're not yellow. They're pretty decent.
Man, but yeah, send me an email.
Yeah, okay.
But
shout out to Dr. Screams. So
okay, and I apologize for your water again. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah. Well, it was so funny though because I was laughing so hard.
I saw your TikTok about it, and I think I replied to it. And
yeah, maybe you did. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But
okay, well, hey, I'll let you go talk to whoever else you're going to talk to. But good talking to you, man.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, and don't listen to any of those big toy wieners, whoever those guys are. You know those people.
I just laugh at them.
The toy gatekeepers, man. Yeah. I mean, Dad, why are they so serious? Come on, it's just toys.
They give me something to laugh at. So.
Yeah. Well, don't let them ever get you down, dude. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I think I hung up on you, so they're not going to get me down. You can ask Russ. He's in the chat room. Russ, do I ever get down? No. I get down on the dance floor. Now, Russ will tell you that. Now, he will tell you that. This is the Junkman. Who is this?
Oh, Junkman, it's Sam.
Sam or Santa?
Sam, S-A-M.
Sam, okay. Now, what's on your mind tonight, Sam?
Well, I want to ask you what your opinion is on Hasbro's retro collection.
I like them, but I'm getting kind of tired of the TV stuff. I want them to get on. I know Jedi's coming out around May. I'd rather see the movie stuff. I'd rather see some of the Kenner stuff we didn't get. I like to see them maybe do some prequel retro figures. I'm getting a little tired of the TV show retro figures, but
yeah,
I do like them though.
I was hoping when they made Tarkin that they would keep going making unproduced figures.
Yes, and then they made a Luke Hoth that looked like an X-wing, but they could just made a DAC or a Wedge. I don't know. That didn't make any sense. So, but we got Jedi's coming out, so we'll see what they do with that. There should be a new one in it, I guess.
Yeah.
But what do you think about it?
Thing for you. Oh, I like them. You know, it's nice to get some nice pristine stormtroopers, but I don't like all the Mandalorian figures and all. It don't feel right.
Yeah, it just doesn't have an old. I mean, I bought them all, but now they come out with more Mandalorians and another Baby Yoda, and I was like, okay, give me some movie stuff.
Yeah.
But out of all the Hasbro stuff, it's about the only thing I buy when I see it. So.
That's the same here. I've give up. Well, they priced me out of the Black Series and Vintage Collection.
Yeah, I think they're going up to about $30, $35, and what the Black Series is going up to now, I think.
Yeah.
Way out of my
They
price
lost me when they went over 20.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Indiana Jones was going to be about 30, 35, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
Too much for me.
Me
I don't have the Russ money.
One other thing I was going to ask you about. Have you heard anything else about that mythical Obi-Wan Million commercial?
Anakin.
Sorry, Anakin.
Anakin.
Yeah.
No, someone did comment on my video today. Was it you? So they said, I remember that commercial at the end. They yelled, "It's Luke Skywalker's daddy," and I said, "That don't even sound like a commercial." But no one's found it yet, or can prove that it even got made. So we'll see. Believe me, if I find it, it will be an update on the channel. So
I've got about 300 VHS tapes my mom gave me a few months ago. And if I can get a VCR, I'm going to go through them. Because there's all kinds of cartoons I recorded on Saturdays.
I'm sure you can pick up probably one on Goodwill store or something real cheap, probably.
Yeah.
If you can hook it to your TV, I don't know if they still got the right. I guess they can still hook up the new TVs, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anything else?
All right, Dirk, man. Thank you.
Okay, I'll talk with you again. Thanks for calling.
All right, thank you now.
That was a satisfied caller. Just like somebody went to Church's Chicken. You know, me and Russ was discussing why Church's Chicken. Why don't they make their restaurant look like a church? Russ had a good point. You could go right after church, and it would just make sense. You could wear your big Sunday hat and everything. Doesn't make any sense at all. But we've got a call. We got 2 calls coming in. This is the Junkman. Who is this? I was enjoying that. I was enjoying that. It was peaceful. I was going to say, somebody asked who made the Thomas Magnum or Dan Magnum figure. It was LJN. I believe, top of my head, it was LJN. We got Russ hanging out in the chat. Look at that. Russ is hanging out in the chat. But let's put the number back up. That might have been Samantha Sledge coming on there trying to play some music. Somebody was playing the flute. That was pretty good. I was enjoying that. This is the Junkman. Thanks for calling the Junk Room. Who is this?
Hello? Junkman, is this you?
That is me. I don't have a screener. I'm not that high tech.
I hope I'm not bothering you. I'm watching this live feed, but I don't know if it's playing. I'm sorry, sir?
Yeah, don't watch the live stream. Just talk to me.
Okay, tell you what. Growing up, so I'm 49. In the small town I grew up in Oklahoma, we had a Tasco, Ben Franklin, and there's another little department store. I don't know how many of the 78, 79 figures Mom and Dad would buy me constantly. It's so much fun, dude. And I watch you daily. I'm like, man, this guy reminds me of exactly what the times are like. All the toys. Oh my gosh, man. Thank you.
Well, I try to recapture, my goal is to make you say, I forgot about that, or hey, I remember that. That's always good when I get somebody to think that.
I tell you what, there's been many a video you've shown, like, man, he delved further, and I love the fact you do that.
Oh, I appreciate it.
It's really informative, and it just makes me feel like I'm more of a collector because I know these little facts that I think are absolutely fascinating. Honest to goodness, fascinating.
And you can impress the chicks.
Let me tell you a quick story. Quite a few years ago, I had a friend that I said, I would like to use this pickup line on a woman one day. And it was something about telling her, like, you look better than a 12-bag vinyl cape carded mint Jawa. And if the woman got it, it's like, ooh, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think there's any woman that looks that good.
Well,
you're talking to a hot one.
Man, the Charlie's Angels were, whew.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe a Farrah Fawcett in her day. But yeah, I don't think that's going to get you. I don't think that's going to get you any with the ladies. I don't think they're going to be too impressed.
Nah, who cares? I'm happy just to enjoy. My time is now, and I love toys from the past, and I'm a happy dude. So, right on, man. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you.
Okay, thanks. That was the most satisfied caller of them all, right there. That was the most sad. Did Russ tell you on the chat room how to get down on the dance floor? Got another call. We're bumping in callers tonight. This is the Junkman. There's no screener here. Who is this?
Hello, how's it going?
How's it going? Who is this?
Hey, this is Big Bob. How are you?
Big Bob. Whew.
Yep.
I thought you were Little Bob there for a second. What's on your mind tonight, Big Bob?
Well, a couple of things. One, I'm looking forward to you doing a whole feature on Return of the Jedi coloring books.
I don't know if I did. I think I've done the kinder coloring books. I'm not sure. Sometimes I don't even know what I've done. Sometimes I make a video and find out I've already made that video. So I'll have to look and see. Because I should do one if I haven't done one.
Yeah, I see those at toy shows a lot. The guys got stacks of them and this and that. And, I wonder maybe those will go up in value at some point.
I don't know. I see a lot of them. But I did do a video about some of the crazy pictures that were in them. Some of them have some really odd pictures. So check that out if you didn't. But I have to look and see because they did Star Wars, Jedi, and Empire. So
Right. Well, yeah, that's right. But they didn't do a Star Wars.
Yes, there's Kinder Star Wars coloring books too.
Oh, there were. Oh, okay. All I've seen is just Jedi, but
Jedis are the ones easiest to find. Star Wars, Empire. I hardly ever see Empire. Yeah, Jedi is pretty common.
I haven't seen those, but I just haven't seen the regular Star Wars ones.
Yeah, like I said, they're a little harder to come by.
Yeah, but the other thing is, I don't know if you got any of those Stan Solo fans out there, but he just posted that he's got the Bantha for sale again.
Well, from what I've seen, it is a nice looking Bantha, and like I said, although he wants to kill me, he makes some nice stuff, or should I say, he's got some factory workers that make nice things.
Right, of course. So, okay, well, hey, I always enjoy watching your show, and thanks for being on.
Thank you for calling.
Okay.
That, I hope, was a satisfied caller. I hope so. Could be. Sorry if you noticed there's been a lot of classic videos this week. Man, I got a real job. You two don't pay that enough, and they've been working my ass off. Had me driving up to Atlanta, which is about an hour. Well, they had me driving to Noonan, home of Alan Jackson today. That took. Okay. This is the Junkman. Who is this? Somebody walked outside.
Hi, Junkman. This is your old toys.
Oh, Toys is calling back. I checked out your channel just the other day. How's it going?
Yeah. Great. I mean, we got 41 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 100. And my channel is the future for the pop culture collecting community because, as you know, I'm way younger than Junkman and Retro Blasting and Analog Toys, and so I will be the one making videos after all of you are dead.
That's true. Yeah, after we die, you're one going to carry on. You can even just talk about it. Yeah, I checked out your channel. I saw where you were complaining about the Hasbro prices, and I tweeted it out. I said, look, even the young fans are complaining about Hasbro and their prices.
Yeah, selling a Nerf gun for $100, way too expensive. Even backing, I'd never back the board because we'll say, oh, my price range. And I mean, so Hasbro, we saw their prices, they're way too expensive. And I mean, I even have a video cruising towards 100 views, so it shows my channel is definitely being popular, or gaining popularity, and shall continue to do that in 2023.
Well, how long you been doing the channel?
For about a year now, since June.
Okay, it takes a while. It takes about a year and a half, so don't give up. A lot of people give up in like 6 months, so don't give up. The most important thing is to do it because you're having fun. Are you having fun making videos?
Yeah, I'm having tons of fun.
Okay.
I have watched other people's videos, including yours, studying what's popular and what's not. And
yes, so just have fun. Don't worry about the views yet. They'll come. They'll come in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. And Yeah, I mean, vintage Star Wars stuff is getting pretty expensive.
Oh.
Even
Crazy.
those, I go to a local hobby shop and those prices from 20 years ago because the guy that owns it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, he'll call you. I didn't hang up on him. He hung up. His phone went out. I think he was having a problem with his phone because he sounded like a robot through them calls right there. So, check out Your Old Toys. That's right. Let me know in the chat if I said it right. Check it out. I checked out some of his videos. And like I said, he was complaining about the prices of Hasbro. We can all relate to that. But no, I didn't hang up on him. He hung up on me. So good for listening to Junkman. Wow. So good for listening. Yeah, if that was anybody else with the phone messing up like that, they would have been gone. I couldn't hang up on that guy. Anyone customizing? So good for listening, Junkman. F Hasbro Droids Dicka. Let's see who this is. Let's see here. This might be him calling back. This is the Junkman. Who is this?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Junkman.
Hello. Who is this?
Can you hear me? It's Samantha.
Yes. I hear Samantha's calling.
Yep, it's the real one this time.
I don't know. I've been fooled a few times. Can
Somebody tried to be me? Like, I heard like 2 people were trying to be me.
I can test you. You want me to test you?
Oh, yeah. All right, go ahead.
Who was the boy that kissed you at the arcade?
Oh, Eugene.
Yes. Okay, I believe you now. Okay. I cannot forget a name like Eugene, so I remember that. So you finally called in.
Like a doctor or something now.
Oh, man, nice. I see you finally called in. I know we're trying to get you on here. We don't see you on Saturday nights anymore either.
I've been busy.
Had a life, huh?
Climbing the poles.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Gotta climb them. So what's on your mind tonight? Anything on your mind?
So I had a really cool find at the thrift store the other day. It's the MPC, not NPC, but the MPC Battle of Hoth model.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. I know exactly.
So cool. And it's like, I got it for like $5. I'm so excited to open it and build it and paint it. And I'm
jealous. You'll have to email you pictures when you get it all put together.
Seriously, oh man, I'm gonna put because it comes with that like destroy. Well, you know, you've seen it. It comes with that destroyed walker and stuff. And
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool set. I'm not really good at those models, but they look pretty good. If somebody's good at doing it.
I used to be I used to be terrible at them, and my brother was the one who would always like. He made these like awesome like B-17 models and like model planes and stuff, and they looked awesome. I was always so jealous. So I was like, I'm gonna do that one day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get good at these.
I don't see how people do it. Like me and Russ had a friend that used to be really good at models, and I could never paint them and stuff. They were horrible. So if you're good at it, I'm impressed.
It takes some patience. It takes a little time because you can't. If you go into it cold, you get all mad and like frustrated.
Yeah, I can't.
That's the key. You gotta go into it like with patience. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I got you. Yeah, I just don't have the patience for it, I guess I should say. Or the skill. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can get there, but
okay, well,
it might take a little time.
Yeah, well, anything else?
No, I'll let you go.
Well, I'm glad you finally called in. So.
All right, yeah, it's good talking to you, man.
Okay, we'll see you.
All All right, see ya.
Samantha Sledge is in the house calling in there. There's the number. We've got about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to talk to the one, the only Junkman. Junkman. So there you go. This might be the last call. Depends on how long it is. This is the Junkman. Who is this?
Hey, what's up, Junkman? This is Aaron.
Aaron, how's it going tonight?
Yeah. Good, man. Hey, I just want to tell you, I always enjoy listening to your show and catching the Nooners and just all your stories, man. They just remind me of the times that, are long past now. But, I was thinking not long back when I was watching one of your episodes about the bully beatdown and how many bully beatdown fists they get. So
Yes.
I was kind of curious, like, what's some of your stories, like, what was the worst bully? Because I know that one of my worst ones growing up, I ended up becoming his friend just so he quit bullying me.
Oh.
But his famous one was always taking a stick and poking it in a dog turd and then touching people on the back of their shirt, making little, doo-doo stains. But
that's pretty bad.
I never got that anymore because I was his friend, so I just sat back and kind of laughed. But, I always felt bad because he'd get my friends. But what were some of yours?
Good. Well, I had a friend that would bring a dead bird in his pocket, but he was my friend, so he didn't bother me with it. But he would like to touch people with it, throw it at people. I don't know why. He threw a rock at Russ. Russ said he went to school with us, but I don't even remember Russ ever going to school with us. But he says he did. I guess elementary school. I talked about him before. Was a guy named John Gorman. Everybody thought he was the Ricky Schroeder of the school, and he was real snobby. He wasn't really a bully, but he would pick on you, and he just try to make people laugh at you. He wasn't like the kind that would beat you up, but that was probably at least in the elementary school. Middle school, I never really had bully, so I guess that's him.
Yeah. What about the kid that smelled like pee or anything like that?
No.
I usually noticed the ones that stunk were kind of the meanest.
Now, the one I knew that stung, that kind of kept to himself, so that was kind of good, I guess. I think he learned, hey, I smell like pee, nobody bother me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, I just wanted to call in and talk to you in person. Just say, hey, keep up the good work, man. I really enjoy your show.
Sounds
like
good.
I said, it gives back lots of good memories, and you bring up stuff, I'll go like, oh, man, I forgot all about that until
that's
one
one of my
goals.
goals, so that's good.
But then I get looking on eBay, and I bet the price goes up because everyone else is going for it again.
Maybe so. Maybe it helps skyrocket some prices. Okay, well, thanks for calling.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. You keep up the good work.
Thanks. Okay, I think we can squeeze in another call. Yeah, somebody said the bird is going too much. He was carrying a dead bird. I don't know if he got a new dead bird every day or just had the same dead bird every day. He only did it for about a week. I also had a jacket that had a pussy pocket on it. I don't know if I ever told you about the pussy pocket. Maybe I'll talk about the pussy pocket. Tell Russ about the pussy pocket. One time I got smoke on my honey bun. Russ will tell you I got smoke on my honey bun. I really did. I got smoke on my honey bun. I don't even know why Russ always thought this story was funny. I don't even think Russ, he was just before I even knew him. It's not even funny. I just, Angerhead. This is Junkman. You're the last caller of the night, so you got to make it. This is a good one. Who is this?
It's Tom.
Tom, how's it going?
Pretty good. Hey, I sent you an email, a couple weeks back after we talked about some stuff I was building in my shop, Star Wars related.
Yes.
I don't know if you ever got that or not.
I didn't reply back.
Well, you did reply back, but I don't know if you saved the pictures. But here, I have a challenge I ran into with it. It's almost that time of year where I can paint, and I wanted to build a second one, so I had at least 2 of them. And I have been scouring eBay, trying to find the 2 missile pieces that are the left and right side of that ship that I was building. And I cannot for the life of me locate the toy that came from. I looked under G.I. Joe and everything I can look for, but I keep having to type in like missile and rocket in my search. So it's like,
did you
and I'm trying to find, I'm like, well, how would I find this toy that I was making this thing out of?
Send me a picture of it again, and if I don't know what it is, I'll tweet it out and maybe someone knows.
Okay, I'll send you those pictures again. Maybe you can help me track it down.
Yeah.
I don't have Twitter or no that.
Yeah,
I just have
I'll
YouTube. I don't do things.
Yeah, because I would pull it up now, but I've got a lot of emails, so it'd take me forever to find it. So send it to me again.
Oh yeah, and you're at the end of your chat today anyway.
Yeah, so that way I'll know exactly what it is.
I would look if I could find out what that toy was, and then actually be able to search for it, and find a couple more. That way, I could make a couple more of these things.
What color is it?
One of them's nice, but a sweet one's better.
What color is it?
it's a green missile, and it has USA written on it and some numbers. And I just assumed it's some kind of a G.I. Joe thing.
Yeah, it could be a G.I. Joe ripoff. It could be a G.I. Joe ripoff. There was a lot of them. So
that's what I was thinking. Maybe something like that. Well, and through the 90s, there was just action figure vomit. Everything had an action figure.
That's true. Yeah.
So God knows what that might possibly have come from. But maybe if Twitter can find that answer for us, that would be awesome.
I'll put it up on Facebook and places. We'll find somebody to know. I'm sure somebody will know.
Okay, I'll send you another picture. I'll send a real easy one so you can see what it's really easy to see what the missile is.
Yes,
like 3 different angles of it. I'll send you, so it's real easy to see. So, all right. Well, hey, thanks for answering, and I'll catch up with you guys next week.
Okay, thanks for calling.
All right, have a good one.
That is it. That was the last call of the night. Don't forget the audio version of the call-in show goes up on the 2 dinosaurs outside of Tasty Freeze. What, young man? There's not 2 guys here. You're not at a Tasty Freeze. Well, it goes up, and then on the weekend, Sunday, or Monday if I'm lazy, me and Russ's audio of the live stream goes up on there. Wherever you get your podcast at. Me and Russ will be back Saturday if you want to watch us live. We might play some Star Wars match game. I've got some people. If they say they can make it, we might do it. I haven't decided for sure. But I like match game more than Jeopardy. I don't know. Russ was like, I don't care, they're both fun. I was like, bag one. Just messing with him. I guess that's it. I want to thank Kevin TK326 is on here. Victor, Kevin, Quag, something that starts with a Q and a W. I'm not really sure how to say that one. We've got the Tuscany guy, Andrew S. Kevin. Futurama, the worst is of course in here. Samantha Sledge, Alex, Your Old Toys YouTuber, check that out. He's a good guy. I think that's about it. Guys. We got 64 people in here, so smash that like button. Let me know, and thank you for the support, for supporting the live stream. We will be back next week with another call-in show, and don't forget this Saturday. I'm just rambling. Hey, Indiana Smith. I just now see him in here. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Yes, Samantha called in. We will see you back here live next Wednesday and this Saturday. Don't forget this Saturday, Russ and Junkman outside the Tasty Freeze.